It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the California Golden Bears. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Quickly complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cal! And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the
Half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players.
Breaks into the open. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Ambrose. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The RPO, it's complete. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the timing just a hair off.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Dangerous screen into traffic. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business.
Well, the ball carrier really showed up for his offense there, right? Down in your own end, within your own 10-yard line, you need someone to step up and make an explosive play happen. You got to make people miss and give yourself some room to work and operate and really get this drive going. He did exactly that.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now to get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McNabb. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gonna run it. It's McNabb. At the 40, there he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
It's complete. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point.
He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside kick. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air, it's Lindsey. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
To the air on 1st down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Breaks the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. After the run, now to throw. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the score.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Touchdown time. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Bowling Green. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Scrambling away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Sails one into the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside.
There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I know the defense on third and long there was expecting pass, so they played a big zone coverage, but you've still got to do a better job coming downhill and just making a tackle.
The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Ambrose. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback adapting. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and by time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
To the ground with the bat. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air. It's Lindsey. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They punted away on 4th down. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ambrose. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cal! And that one will give him the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The offense changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain. And maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Timeout, California.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot to the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Karapateas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McNabb. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Eastern Michigan delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the MAC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ypsilanti. Guys,
and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown, and this thing just got a little wackier. Still alive here in the late stages.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll line up to go for two. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's McNabb. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams.